With the 6th pick of the 2025 MLB Draft, the Pittsburgh Pirates select Seth Hernandez, a right-handed pitcher from Corona High School in Corona, California.
I'm Seth Hernandez. I'm a right-handed pitcher at Corona High School, and this is my experience with the Futures Academy. Yeah, I mean, it was a pretty easy decision. I wanted to play high school baseball. I didn't play my first 2 years of high school. Corona's a great place. Knew Billy Carlson, knew Ethan Schieffelbein, and all those guys are studs, and they trained here. Yeah, I think going into Corona, obviously everybody kind of knew me as a pitcher, but I wanted to hit as well. I wanted to play the field. I didn't want to be a PO my junior year. I wanted to go out there and prove myself, so I needed someone to trust. And honestly, it takes time to build a relationship, build trust, but coming in here was super easy. Everybody's in your corner, especially Brandon. I mean, he helped me a lot. And just being able to see it in action is just pretty insane. You've seen big leaguers come in here that are trusting him, so it's really hard not to build a connection with that guy and just like pick his brain and learn what he has to say. Yeah, so wake up around 6:30, get ready, get showered, get all that stuff in. Probably leave my house around 7:15, 7:20. 30-minute drive over here, stop at Starbucks, get my bagel, get maybe a coffee if I'm feeling feisty that morning. Get to the Futures Academy, get here around 8, get my schoolwork in up here for about an hour. Just kind of gets me started with my day. Then we start getting after it. Start hitting with Brandon, start joking around with Bingaman. He usually shows up late, so that's usually about the time he shows up. So get all my work in, get all the data and stuff in. Just kind of, especially with hitting, you have to be super consistent with it and be able to go into each day trying to get better at something you need to get better at. So getting that in at 10, get my throwing in, get my PO stuff in, get my work in, get my mobility in. Do that for an hour with Anthony. If I'm throwing a bullpen per se that day, I'm getting my arm care routine in, getting my arm care tests, doing all that stuff, getting my in-depth routine in, throwing my bullpen for an hour. 11, getting after it again. Maybe get a little snack in between. I usually get a Rice Krispie treat in between that time, so get that. Start lifting with AC. Depending on the day, obviously, kind of varies between each day, but being able to lift with AC, do that for an hour, getting pushed, balls to the wall sometimes. After that, go up to the classroom, get my lunch in, get my classwork in for a little bit. 3 o'clock, head over to the field, get practice in for 2 or 3 hours, depending on the day, depending on how Coach Wise is feeling. Get our practice in, having fun with the boys. Done with that around 6:15. After that, don't have to worry about anything. Go home, spend time with the family, watch a movie with them, just spend time with them, because obviously family is a big thing for me, so being able to spend time with them, I know some of those days aren't going to last forever, so spending time with them is a big thing for me. Yeah, I think with me, I've always been big into like the whole routine set of things. Starting from the time I wake up and all the warm-up routines and all that stuff, I've always been intimate with that, especially with Anthony. Like, he really helped me with like my ramp up. This year, I really needed to step it up and be able to last longer throughout the season, and he really helped me with that, and just setting up the routines and setting up a guideline for that. One of the hardest workers in the facility, and he doesn't even train here. So it's like, you kind of have to just listen to what that guy says. Obviously, I wouldn't be in the spot I am right now, talking to you guys or doing anything without him, so I'm super grateful for him. Yeah, I think the strength component was super awesome. I think just because these coaches are not only for us, but they're always looking to just keep improving with the strength training. So you're never gonna get complacent in where you are. I think that's a big thing. Especially with AC, he's always gonna be pushing me. Those 8 a.m., 9 a.m. lifts are never fun. So to have a guy like that, with always energetic, always in your ear, just pushing you, it's super important. And like I said, like the routines that we have with like the strength training it's always getting better and always improving. So I've seen so many jumps and improvements in what I do on and off the field. So it's a place to be. Like the hit tracks and Rapsodo, like I've used that stuff before, but I've just used it. I've never like really known what like the nits and grits of it kind of is. Like I don't know like what the data meant. So being able to come here and then actually like learn what that stuff means, it just really helps it apply to your game. And obviously that's where baseball is like evolving to. So it's like I want to learn that now and not have to learn it later. PR before this was like 92, 93 coming into it. And I started doing the arm care. I started doing like the routines with all that stuff. Got like a PR on my arm care like before I started throwing one day, and then I think I hit like 97 or like 98 in a bullpen, which was like an eye opener. I'm like, whoa. Kind of grew up in that online school kind of thing, so I was kind of used to it coming into here, but I think a big thing with here is super flexible in what you need to do and what you have to do day by day. It kind of just helps you kind of be a grown-up in a way, just having to be able to manage your time and do all that stuff. Obviously it's flexible, but there's going to be people on you. Jess got on me a couple of times about my schoolwork, I'm not going to lie. So it's like being able to have guys like that who support you and day by day or just want you to get better. I think being able to have guys like that, it helps a lot. Obviously, you're going through a high school season, you're ending games at 6, 7 o'clock sometimes. You gotta go after to eat. So it's like finding time to train after that. If I didn't come here, it would be super hard. Like, I don't even know how I would do it. So, and then obviously me as a pitcher and being a two-way, it's like, it's hard to kind of navigate lifting in between like those games because you don't want to be sore. And then also you have to hit, so you also don't want to be sore. So trying to keep up with like that routine and like being able to keep your strength, keep your weight, it was hard. To say one thing, I'd be lying, because like everything I do here, I'm always getting better. And with pitching, there's so many things that go into it. You need to do your speed work, you need to get your weightlifting in, and you also need to get your arm carrying, but also me being a two-way, I need to hit as well. So it's like, honestly, if I said one thing, I'd be lying, because I've gotten better at everything I do, whether that be physicality or being able to repeat my mechanics or hitting more bombs. It's like really rare that you don't find a kid here not getting better. So no matter what you do or how much time you put in, it's like, this is the place to be for sure. I think like the time at Futures Academy, I think something I really take pride in is just being able to create relationship with you guys, create relationship with all the coaches and with everybody here, really. I think that's a cool piece of it. Obviously, baseball is just a game, it's just a part of your life, so being able to kind of create relationships that will last a lifetime. Coming up to draft day or coming up to Sunday, I think being able to have that moment and spend it with all of them is going to be super, super incredible. So being able to create those relationships is definitely something I take pride in. I think what like separates Futures Academy per se than like other places, it's just like there's nothing else that's so well-rounded, and there's also nothing else that's going to be able to keep improving and keep getting better. I think since I came here, this place has improved a lot. I mean, it started at a really high level, but now it's even climbing and improving even more, whether that be workout routines or even just adding new coaches. Obviously, you'll have like a good community at other places. You'll have guys that have been there for 20 years, but are they really wanting to get you better, or are they just doing it for a paycheck kind of thing? So being able to go through this and experience this, it's super awesome. Yeah, I think a mix of both is always great. I mean, obviously, like, it's hard to replicate what you have in a game, and going through that and just being able to be in that kind of team environment, but also like being able to train and be able to train, especially here at Futures Academy. It's like, it's hard to beat like what you learn here and everything that goes into it, whether that comes to, if it's baseball stuff or maybe it's mental stuff. I think they're always going to help you and kind of create that relationship. Obviously, it's cool to play 100+ games and win all these cool trophies and stuff, but at the end of the day, it's like, this is how you get better. If you come in here and put in your work, like, you're going to get 10 times better than those other kids. With the academy and with the Futures Academy, being able to come in here, like I said, at 8 in the morning, go through your workouts, go through your list, get all that, and then going after and going playing a game, I think that's kind of what it is in the big league environment. I think learning that now just helps me prepare for the next level. Obviously, there's some kids that they go through 6-7 hours of class, they get their game in, and they go after, get a measly workout in, and just, it's hard to really get better at that when you're not being able to put your full effort into it. So being able to do that here at the academy, I think that's what's best prepare me for the next level. And then also just like the maturity aspect. Everybody here has grown up in big league in a kind of way, so they all know and they've all been through it. So I think that's going to prepare me for sure. I think what Futures means to me is just, it's home. Honestly, like, I couldn't imagine myself in any other place. It's 25 minutes from my house, 30 minutes from my house. Everything's here, and it's like such an amazing environment, and stuff I've learned here and stuff I've gotten better at here. It's like, I can't imagine myself anywhere else. So.